Now you storming at my house in the middle of the night. I'm trying to
Hey, what's up, rookies? Welcome to another edition of the Bourbon Rookie, where today I'm going to be doing a tasting of something that I don't see a lot of in my local liquor stores. I mean, I frequent on average about 3 or 4, and I may drive out to 1 or 2 that I know have a decent selection of whiskeys, and I don't see this a lot on my shelf. Early times. Bottled and Bond. I don't see this a lot. I think I confuse this a lot with the George Dickel Bottled and Bond, which has a very similar look to it. Very similar label. It's it's got the blue and the gold. I mean, obviously the lettering is different from the Dickel, but Dickel I feel I see a lot in the stores, but the Sazerac, this is obviously a Sazerac product, but I don't often see this a lot. And I got it for under $30. I got it for about $28.99, I think it was, something like that before taxes. Gotta love that screw top, which kind of wasn't paying attention to. Didn't realize it was a screw top. But believe it or not, well, it was a screw top also. And for something that's as allocated as Weller, look at that screw top, owned by the same company, by the way, Sazerac. This is allocated in my area. I got it for about, I think it was $80-$90, and depending upon where you're at in the United States, it could be as low as $20. So I was a little bit excited to find this, and I'm waxing on a long video. But when everybody out there is searching for and reviewing the newly released stuff, which, yeah, it'd be nice if I can get that and even afford it, such as, for example, the new Maker's Mark Cellar Edition, which is going for about $150 a bottle. I don't think it's on our shelves yet in the local market. I don't think it's supposed to really hit retail sales, depending upon where you're at. Until mid-September, but look, I'm not just going to go out there and look for something way out of my price range. I'd love to try it, but way out of my price range just to do a review on it. I'm retired. I'm on a limited budget. I don't know that I've spent over $100 yet on a particular bottle of anything that I reviewed. I don't think I have. So anything under $100 for my channel, and even around that price point, it's a little high. So if you're on a fixed budget and you're new into the whiskey market, as I am, you like cigars and you like hanging out with the boys, but you're looking for something that you can get the most bang with your buck. That's basically my channel. So there's a lot of other content out there. I do a lot of cigar reviews as well. I mean, I think there's a huge similarity in the cigar and whiskey market. I mean, such as, for example, this got bought out apparently, and a lot of you experienced whiskey connoisseurs out there know that this early times was bought out in 2020 by Sazerac Company, which is the second largest spirits company in the United States. I didn't do enough research to tell you what number 1 is or the other company is, but I could tell you, like, if you're into small spirits, just like Widow Jane just got bought out. I'm not sure by what company, but that's I mean, maybe the idea, even with cigars, is to start a cigar, get a popular cigar brand, roll for a couple of years, and sell out and make your money and go, and then start over once you've made your money. That's what a lot of small, like I remember when Camacho sold out, Alec Bradley just sold out in the cigar business and now you're stuck with 5 major companies that own all these little brands. And maybe in the back of your mind, you don't really think about it, but does it affect the quality of the bourbon? Do they stick to the original recipe? Does anything change down the line? You know, I don't know. Kind of fun to think about it, but also, you know, when you have the big conglomerate, you know, you don't know what they're gonna do to reduce costs on certain cigars, whiskeys, or whatever it may be. So, waxing poetically, I was excited to find this in a small liquor store, and I figured, why not give it a taste, and then describe a little bit of my channel. Now, the exciting thing about this, and getting back to, like, because Sazerac owns this, and because they own, like, you know, they own Blanton's, they own Weller, they own you know, Thomas Handy, all the high-end stuff, Buffalo Trace. I didn't go as far as to look up mash bills and see if this is part of whatever mash bill, but knowing that it is part of the Sazerac company, you can kind of, you know, think about doing blinds and see where this stacks up. This is a fairly well-reviewed product online, and I've seen a lot of people. I don't think I've ever seen anybody review it negatively. So, for me, $28, $28.99, $30. Real budget friendly. What's the size of this bottle anyway? Is it 750? This could be a liter. I don't know, my eyes are going, kids. I can't see. This is a liter. So it's not even 750. It's a pretty good buy. 1 liter versus 750. So right away, this is nothing. I'm getting, I don't know why, but it smells a little fruity to me. I'm getting like a grape note, ethanol. A little bit of an oak, caramel. But that's just me. That's just my palate, kids. So, and I just obviously opened the bottle. So, cheers. Let's see how this thing tastes. Pretty oily. Thin, but not that thin. It's not like you know what I mean? It's not like a slow roller, but it does coat the glass well, if you can see that. Anyway, I didn't fairly. Oof, that's some hug. So there's some heat to this on the tongue, and it's not unpleasant, but it is kind of masking a lot of the flavors that I'm trying to get. Now, I don't know if I'm looking for flavor, but I'm not picking up a lot of stuff right now. Maybe because I'm drinking at I'm doing a review at 4 in the afternoon. You know what I didn't do, kids? I didn't give you the mash bill on this. Let's do that real quick. Their website's pretty friendly. It's 79% corn, 11% rye, 10% malted barley. So there are some good grain notes to this. This is very viscous. Viscous to the point where, like, I'm having a hard time swallowing. It's weird. It's like, and it's drawing a lot of heat in the palate. So this is very different from anything that I've had. I wouldn't say very different, but in terms of the heat that I'm getting, I mean, there's even heat on my gums, my tongue, and it's really making me salivate to the point where I have some like, I know it's weird. I never had a whiskey do that to me before, where I can't really swallow. And no office jokes, please. That's what she said, right? Okay, so on the tip of the tongue, on that one, I feel like maybe I need to take smaller sips, almost like just very lightly coat the front of the palate. Got some brown sugar, a lot of oak on this guy. This is aged for 4 years, by the way, guys. Doesn't really particularly go into the barrels. Oh wait, here you go. Charred oak barrels. So it doesn't say what kind of oak barrels. It just says charred oak. So I'm getting the char. I'm getting like a brown sugar. Getting a lot of ethanol on here. Now I wouldn't say this is unpleasant, and I'm not very experienced with Buffalo Trace, so I don't want to say that I don't like it. I don't hate it. I don't love it right now. Not to say that it won't open up. But the alcohol I'm getting is really now starting to open up the sinus. It's very weird because, you figure this would open up a little bit the more it's exposed to the air, maybe settle down. Seems to be getting more intense. So, if that's something that you like, I mean, this is like a whiskey lover's whiskey, I guess, in the sense that it's not sweet, it's not too sweet. It's not too much alcohol, ethanol alcohol, that it's ruining anything. There's not a lot of char. It's not leaving any bad taste. It's solid, but it's crazy to me that even the nose is opening up more of my sinuses. It seems to be getting stronger. But, I'm not one that works this glass enough, and maybe that's something that you gotta do with something like this. So if you're sitting down and you want to enjoy a glass of whiskey, like now, see, the more I aerate, I'm getting a little bit more vanilla on the nose. And that's actually really nice. So this may be something that, over time, it's going to open up nicely and do well in blinds. I can see that. I would tell you this, for the price point, I'm not giving it a negative review. I'm still going to give it a rec just based on the price point. I got a 1 liter bottle of 100 proof whiskey made by the Buffalo Trace guys, Sazerac, all that, for less than $30. So the next thing to do, obviously, would be to put it up in some blinds, see how it does against Buffalo Trace. Maybe the Weller. I mean, the Weller, that cost me $80 or more allocated, and I feel like that's a more toned down version of this. Again, a lot less proof. Little lighter on the Weller, 90 proof, 100 proof. But value-wise, it's solid. You can't go wrong with this. I mean, again, I'm getting the vanilla now. I'm still getting some grape, some fruit for me on my palate. It's not bad. It gives a nice little hug, but it's not overpowering in the chest. yeah. Working this thing in the glass, got a little bit more of that fruit flavor, that grape, vanilla, oak, a little bit of caramel. It's starting to open up nicely. It's very good. It's good. I was a little nervous where this was going to go for me, and I think that this is a high value. This is a very good value. So I would definitely recommend this if you see this in your local store, especially if you're in the New York market and you watch my videos and you're in the New York market and you're looking for something that's a decent value. Then stick with the channel. Definitely, if you see this in a local store, Long Island, New York, Jersey, that is something that you don't see often. Definitely give it a shot. I mean, and I'm going to be using this in the future with other blinds. I got some things I'm working on. And remember, I'm doing everything out of pocket. So a lot of these guys, a lot of these more popular channels, they're making their money. You get 1,000 followers on YouTube, and you're making money off commercials, making money on channels. So they're able to reinvest in their channels with certain whiskeys. So that's why, for me, again, not to beat a dead horse, which I usually do, just to reiterate that if you're looking for something, best value for your buck, I mean, I will try to get some more expensive whiskeys, but you're not going to see a lot of this. You're not going to see a lot of these $400 or $500 allocated bottles of booze, and that's why I have different segments with the single shot. If I get to the right bar and they have a decent pour for the right price that I can't afford a bottle of, then yeah, I'm going to give that a shot. So, and anyway, I wax on. I'm already 16 and a half minutes into this video, talking and blabbing on. Give me a like and a subscribe. Stick with me, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Definitely early times, not bad. And now I gotta go to the gym. So take care, stay frosty. See you on the next video, guys. Bye bye.